So, Black Clover. Alright, so this week's chapter has just come out, or it's come out today anyways, as you can see here. And yeah, you can see them reading some odd things, so just ignore those for now. So last week I read Black Clover, and I was thinking like that it just seemed like it was trying to rush to the end, like this whole arc, this whole final arc. It seems like is it started off, well, not okay, but it took it somewhat of time. Like you got some fights and stuff, but these last couple chapters have been just flying by. So in ever since they got into the castle, like every fight has been extremely quick. Like you have Asta's fight with the paint captain guy, I forget his name, but it was barely touched on, and then Yuno comes in and Charmy gets stuck with Asta, and then now she's got dwarf magic, and now she's kicking the ass of that dude, right? And then you got Fugelion and her face, I forget her name, I always forget her name. She like the brother and sister fire people, like they had like half a chapter to themselves, basically just like talking about how good their sibling was, and that how they think that they're like the strongest person ever. But like they got like no time for the fight, and they haven't gone back to those people yet. So it's just like, did they win, or is it going to be a situation like where Kenpachi and Byakuya and Bleach fought Yami, who was like the zero Espada, like secretly the strongest Espada, but their entire fight was completely off screen, and they just won at the end. I wonder if it's going to be like that, where it's just kind of like, yeah, these two people are fighting these other two people, and one of them happens to be one of the big boss characters from earlier in the manga that Asta and crew already defeated, but it's been reincarnated. But so it seems like he's just going to get a complete brush over, like we're just going to forget about him, kind of thing. And ever since Yuno's come in, the manga's just been really, really quick, like just get to the next one, just get to the next one, kind of thing. And now the end of the last chapter had a really weird twist, where it's like had already completely rushed to the final boss. Like it looked like this was supposed to be a gauntlet. Like they got into the castle, everyone's been separated, and there's gonna be like a gauntlet of fights to reach up to the main bad guy, to Lich. But then comes in and he's automatically already there. Like he just runs straight there. And then Asta, because Charmy comes in, he gets to run off to go help find Yuno or whatever, right? So you got Lisht, you got the third eye guy who can like copy people's magic, forget his name, and then you have some random dude who we've never seen before. Like we've never seen the regular human guy. I don't think we have anyways. He's just some random dude, and we don't know the elf the elf that was supposed to take over his body. So it's just some random dude there, like completely, like we have no idea who he is. And it's like, why is he even here? Why is he so important? And they made a big deal about like how the third eye dude, the guy who copies magic, is like, oh my god, this guy is not the person who I think he is. But we've never had any like chance to know this random dude. Like we don't know who's taken over his body, and we don't even know who this random guy is. He's just there, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh, plot twist, this guy's evil, kind of thing. And I read a couple comments saying that like, oh, what if this dude is like the demon that the Sorcery Emperor back in the day defeated? And I call him the Sorcery Emperor instead of the Wizard King, because one of the translations I read early in the manga called him the Sorcery Emperor instead of the Wizard King, and I like that better. So the first Sorcery Emperor beat this demon long ago, and some people think that he's been resurrected into this random dude that we have no idea who he is, and that's like the big twist. And at first I'm like, well, that's really stupid. And then I was talking to my friend on the last weekend, and somehow we got to the topic of, because I still honestly thought that the current Sorcery Emperor, the one who got killed by Lisht, I honestly thought he's actually still alive. Mainly because like, he had that stupid star tattoo on his face, and then after he died, it disappeared. So I thought it was something to do with his magic, where like he had some kind of weird time magic where if he died, that was like a seal and it broke and it would bring him back to life, but he hasn't come back to life yet. So I guess that somehow came up in our conversation, and my friend jokingly said, "Oh, what if that's the seal that held back the demon?" And then we kind of just slowly turned to each other and stared at each other, and we're like, "Oh my god, that's probably the twist they're going to go for." Like, it's going to be something stupid. How like, oh, the Sorcery Emperor couldn't actually completely defeat the original demon, so he sealed it inside himself. A la Naruto esque, right? Kind of thing. And every single Sorcery Emperor after that has been taken over that burden of keeping the demon at bay. And if they were ever to die, then the seal would break, and that would be really stupid. I mean, I guess they're supposed to be like the strongest person in the whole country anyway, so I guess that makes sense. If you're gonna house the demon somewhere, it should be within the strongest person in case they ever die for some reason. Like, what if they have a heart attack or something and they just die and then the demon gets released or something? But that definitely seems like what it's supposed to be. And so the newest chapter is out, so I'm gonna read through it and see if that's actually the case. And if that's the case, then it just seems like the author is trying to completely rush this arc. Like, I don't know if it seems like if he just wants to end the manga, because it honestly, this feels like it's the final arc. Like, the whole manga's been building up to this thing. Like, from the beginning, it's been building up to the elves and stuff, and the whole thing about the demon. And if this is true that this guy is actually the demon reincarnated because the seal and the Sorcery Emperor got broken, now he's been revived into some random dude who have no idea who he is, then it just seems like this should be the end of the manga, but it can't be because it definitely is one of the most popular manga going on right now. So, and you would think that like whoever's publishing it would want it to go on for as long as possible and not like try to cancel it like they did for Bleach. If once this arc is done, I'll probably skip like 2 or 3 years or something. Like, do some kind of time skip and then like continue on with the story and just do a whole new storyline. But considering how fast the manga is going through this final arc, it almost seems like the author is trying to end it. Like, it seems like they don't want to do this anymore. Maybe they had like a better idea for a new manga, or they just want to finish this arc and get onto like the next stuff, like do the time skip or whatever. But it definitely seems like they're trying to end this arc as fast as possible for how fast it's going through this stuff. So let's jump into it. I'm going to start reading it now and see what happens. It's a long enough intro, so let's click. Because that person betrayed us, we elves were destroyed by the humans, but being that I am able to discern all manner of lies, I knew good and well that they never betrayed us or any of that sort. Okay. Alright. But still, I didn't tell that to any of the others because I didn't want to lessen in the slightest the burning desire for... Wait, so hold on. Wait, what? I just had to... What? No matter what I had to do, no matter what lies I had to tell, but what was the cost of that? A hole straight through my guts? Just who is this person that ripped that hole? Wait, so... Are they saying that the humans didn't attack the elves and killed them all? Because that person betrayed us, we elves were destroyed by humans, but being that I'm able to discern all manner of lies, I knew good and well that they never betrayed us or anything of that sort. So, are they saying that the one person betrayed them didn't betray them, or are they saying that the humans didn't attack them? Because they're saying that, like, it was a big lie. So if it is the fact that, like, the humans didn't destroy us, then this guy is basically trying to commit genocide to humans just so he can bring his people back to life and then make a big lie so all his friends become mass murderers and kill all the humans. Alright then. Oh yeah, that was another thing too. The fact that Yuno's necklace is just some kind of magic stone. Like, I thought the elves already had all the magic stones or whatever. And it just so happens that Yuno's necklace from like way back when just happens to be a magic stone. And it's like, oh, alright then. So, like, it's just fucking bullshit. This fucking manga. The devil dwells within the five-leaf clover. Okay, so someone has finally mentioned the devil within Asta's fucking book. Like, like no one ever mentions the fact that Asta has a 5-leaf clover book, which is like no one's ever seen, and then like and the fact that it's got a demon inside, that no one ever mentions that either, because like the only time we've ever seen the demon inside Asta's book was like when with the witch of the forest, and then like it was doing the whole like Kyuubi thing with in Naruto where like or you got Asta and the demon's like, oh, I can lend you my power, but I'm gonna take you over, and then Asta's literally like, fuck that, and punched him, and then he just gains his power, and that was the last time we seen the demon, and now someone's finally mentioning it here in this Shadow Realm. Shadow Palace. Here in the Shadow Realm that acts as the border between the world and the next. This magic stone shall summon forth that which I desire from hell itself. Do 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 do. Welcome back. So who the fuck is this guy then? Who is this guy? Like we don't know who's even taken over his body. Who's Ronnie? Oh, maybe they've mentioned it before. Like I don't know, maybe he was one of Lich's really close friends, but I cannot remember for the life of me. Oh, so no, wait, so he was I'm confused. It's the devil! Alright, so there you go. Well, they're calling him the devil, not the demon. So is this supposed to be the same demon from before that the Sorcery Emperor destroyed, or is this literally just the devil? Like this is like Lucifer coming up from hell. I mean, he did mention something about hell, didn't he? All right, so okay, so it definitely looks like they're literally just bringing up Lucifer, just the devil. And I guess this guy was part of him the entire time? I have no idea. So, I don't know. Oh, it's just hilarious. You know what's going to happen now, too, right? This guy's, because since he's the devil, so it's obviously that, like, Asta, and whoever else shows up are going to have to, like, team up with Lich to, like, stop this guy. It's going to have to happen. For sure. So they're just going to, like, this bad guy that's been being built up this entire time, basically the entire manga, because, like, he was there from, like, the very beginning, like, from early on, I think after, like, the first arc, like, the Zabuza arc of this manga. But it's been built up since the beginning that Lich is supposed to be like the bad guy, the main bad guy, and then in his arc where we finally get to fight him and beat him, he's killed the Sorcery Emperor. All of a sudden now the devil just shows up. So they're going to have to team up with Lich to beat this guy, obviously. And then it's just kind of like, so like your whole manga, like your 200 chapters of this manga is just being thrown aside. Like this 200 chapters of build-up, it's being thrown aside because you decided to throw in the fucking devil into your manga. And this just kind of seems it definitely paints a picture that, like, I think the author's trying to end this manga. Like they're bringing in the devil. Like the next closest thing you can do is have them fight God at this point. Like, so they beat the devil, and then what are they supposed to do for, like, the next arc? I guess you can continue and be like, oh, like, 3 years later, this one of the countries because there's, like, the diamonds, and then there's Clover Kingdom, and then there's got to be, like, the heart and the spade or whatever. Like, there's those two kingdoms that they haven't mentioned yet. Like, one of them could become the main threat, but, like, they're fighting the fucking devil here. Like, how can you go up from there? Although it's complete, it's still the first body I've had in centuries, and it is truly a wonderful thing. Oh, elf chosen by the grimoire of the clover from you. I can taste the same depths of despair that Lich had that day. I keep getting interrupted. That's like the second time it's happened now, so let's try to get through this as fast as possible. Oh yeah, so what I was saying before is that, like, I always forget which one is the real Lich, because, like, I think the dude in Lich's body is, like, not the real Lich, but the one that was, like, pretending that was, like, the dude who was the leader of the Golden Dawn was Lich, or it's I don't know, I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. My friend can tell me which one it is, I always forget. Alright, so the humans did destroy the elves, but it was just fucking Lucifer who was like, hey, gotcha. I don't know why, but this guy just looks like a more, like, sinister looking, the chop guy, the guy with the blades on his arm, the dude who's in charge of Slytherin. That guy, like, he just looks like a more evil version of him. You're all such fools, every last one of you. Don't give me that crap. Return. Oh yeah, and this stupid fucking thing. I don't understand how Yuno just has like this. Like, I don't understand how this is supposed to be wind magic, because he's like spirit silent dancing. That doesn't describe at all what the magic is actually supposed to be. But he can just like dodge light thanks to it, and I like, it would make more sense if he became like, he literally just became wind, so everything that hits him is nothing. But it doesn't look like that. It looks like he's actually dodging the shit. So I don't know what the magic is supposed to be doing, because you can say, oh, it's making him as fast as the wind, but I'm pretty sure light travels faster than wind. So it would make more sense if he literally just turned into wind and you couldn't hurt him, like he's just air. That would make more sense. I don't know. I'm just confused about this. You can probably laugh at me because I bet it's actually really easy to follow, and I'm just retarded. I'm just stupid. So yeah, it's gonna be one of those things where, yeah, so just saves this dude, and they're gonna be like, oh my god, we gotta team up to fight Lucifer. I was wanting to deal with you later. I can hardly believe you just suddenly show up out of nowhere like this. Well, I mean, I honestly think the author is just ready to finish Black Clover. I think he's just sitting here looking at it, and he's like, I want this to end. Because it's like, we're in like the arc that the whole story's been building up to so far. And then their twist is, oh look, the devil's here now. It just seems like they're trying to end it. If I can already tell well enough that you're a despicable, disgusting scum, well, he's literally the fucking devil. So what is this guy's, like, magic? Does he have, like, all kind of magic? Because the thing, he was just, like, redirect or return, and it returns it, and now he can just suck in magic. Oh my god, really? So Yuno's like, I can't defeat him. If I were alone, that is. I guess he just knew that Asta was coming out of nowhere. So yeah, like, I knew Asta was just gonna, like, come in and, like, help Yuno, but he just comes in, and it's like, we gotta fight the devil now. Right. So, that was Black Clover chapter 196. So yeah, just to, reiterate, or whatever, what I said at the beginning of the video is that it definitely seems like the author is either trying to end the manga or just get... I mean, I think he's trying to end the manga. Considering how they're now fighting the devil, that it definitely seems like this is supposed to be like the end of it. So, and I think this is more of the author's choice and not the publisher's choice, because Black Clover is still really popular, so the publisher would obviously, whoever's publishing it would obviously want it to see go on for as long as possible, but I think the author is trying to end it. I think he's tired of Black Clover, or he's done with it, or whatever. He doesn't like it anymore. Maybe he figured a new idea, and he's like, I like that idea better, and now he wants to end it, because like, for like nearly, we're almost at 200 chapters, and for almost 200 chapters, like, it's been building up Lich to be like the big bad guy, the guy that they're going to have to fight, and now he's just being thrown aside for the devil. Like, the devil just comes in out of nowhere. It's like, oh yeah, I was the one that caused the humans to go kill all you elves, and now I caused you elves to go on a revenge mission, so somehow this revives me somehow. I don't understand how, kind of thing. And so it's like, okay, so this guy was behind everything all along, so it definitely feels like this is supposed to be the end of it. But like, and it's just being completely rushed to the end, because the beginning of this arc is been kind of sort of long. It's been going on for like almost a year, I think. But Yuno has been missing for like the first, like, once like Asta and Yuno split, Yuno's gone for like 40 chapters. And within those 40 chapters, we got like fights and stuff, and some of them were pretty okay fights. But like, as soon as they entered the castle, it seemed like, okay, there's gonna be another like gauntlet of battles that will lead up to Lich, and then like eventually it's gonna be just Yuno and Asta and someone else, I guess. Maybe a couple people get there or whatever, right? It's gonna be like the ending of Bleach, or the ending of any shonen, really, where there's like a big battle going on and other people are fighting smaller people, and like the main characters make their way up to the main bad guy. That's what it seemed like it was going to do once the palace started, but like, it's been like 5 or 6 chapters since it started, and now Yuno and Asta are already at Lich, but now they're fighting the devil. So I just Black Clover, why? Just why?